Hi there, Loy Machedo. Now, I'm not going to say this is Loy Machedo speaking from loymachedo.com or Loy Machedo TV. I know most of my videos are Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com and Loy Machedo TV. Actually, today's video is kind of a memorable one because today is the 28th of January 2013 at 3 in the morning. And in 24 more hours, roughly, I'm going to be 36 years old. Man, 36. You know, when I was young, when I was small, anyone who was 30 years old was old, you know. I would call them, because I come from an Indian background, we'd call them uncles and aunties, and they were parents and dads and moms. Today, I'm 30 years old. In fact, to be honest with you, I don't feel any different from how I used to feel when I was in my 20s. When I was 20, I thought, you know, I was invincible. I could do anything. In my 20s, I wanted to be the next Bill Gates, because we would read inspirational stories about Bill Gates and becoming a billionaire. And I read Napoleon Hill's books about visualize, achieve, affirm your goals, and I would do all that stuff. And I started reading Tony Robbins and Robert Schuller and Dale Carnegie. I started reading those books when I was 20 years old. And I thought by the time I'd be 30, I'd be married, have kids. So now at 36, after having 2 divorces, 2 and 3 marriages, this is my 3rd one. I mean, I never thought in my life I'd be tattooed. Never in a million years did I think I'd be tattooed. So life has been strange. I mean, life has been unpredictable. I never thought I would be where I am today. So if I were to give you a rundown of my life, let's say physically, from being a guy who never did exercise, who was only 52 kilos, then who got into sports, and because he was bullied, got into bodybuilding, became big. Finally, at some point, I think at the age of 31, 32, my joints started to ache and I stopped bodybuilding. And then I didn't have an outlet to do exercise, so I was doing light training, and now finally I've got into marathon running, my highest being 30 kilometers. So physically, I just think I'm just finding out what works well with me, and I want to get in shape. My goal is hopefully to run a marathon at the end of the year, although I don't know if I will or would not, but that's an inspiration, that's a hope. Mentally, I've been always silly. I've been a silly, funny guy, and I think now my silly funniness is reaching the point of me being comfortable with myself. I'm not seeking approval. I don't care whether people say you're mature or not mature. Obviously, people used to always say that. So today, I don't give a damn about it. But yes, I've grown. Emotionally. I'm not seeking love anymore. I was seeking love, and I'm pretty comfortable without having women in my life, because I reached a phase in my life where I was crazy about having women, and today I'm just not interested. Not that I'm gay or anything, but I just don't want any women. Women as friends is okay. That's about it. You know, and rest of the stuff that is hidden. You know, you don't want to say that in public. So, financially, I don't have savings. Whatever money I make, and I make, interestingly, I make a good sum, but whatever money I make, I invest it into seminars, CDs, education, training, so the cycle keeps going on. So I've not saved anything in particular. Then friends, well, I keep friends at a distance. My best friend is my wife, so I'm pretty happy with that. I don't need any more best friends, although there are friends. There are some really genuine, caring people whose identities I'd like to keep confidential, but they are there, and they are good people, people who I look up to, and people who are my friends. Family, my family is the circle of friends that are there. Then emotionally, I think I'm in a good place, because today I'm not seeking anyone's approval. I'm not seeking to add anyone more. I'm pretty happy with that. In terms of spirituality, after being tortured and misguided about different religions and Christianity and all its myths that my parents were, you know, drilling in my head, saying 10 rosaries a day, going to church every day, reading the Bible back to back, by hearting every verse, Today I'm an atheist, and I think I'm pretty happy because of the scientific studies that I've done, the history of religion, the etymology of how things started. So I'm pretty happy, and I don't have problems with other people being spiritual or religious. They can choose to believe whatever they like. Let them be happy. I'm happy. So that's how it goes. And I'm not suffering. I'm not angry with anyone. I'm not hurt, and I don't want to take revenge. So it's, live and let live. Then in terms of my career, I think um, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying what I do. I would not call what I do a job, but I like training. I like speaking. I like learning. I like sharing. Then what else? I mean, if you look at it now, I'm 35. I'm at this midpoint of my life. If you actually look that you live up to 70 years, I think I've reached the midpoint. I do not know how long would I live, but I wouldn't want to live until 60 or 70. I don't want to be a guy in a wheelchair. I would prefer euthanasia, and I'm really looking forward to, you know, ending my life on my terms, not suicide or anything. I would go to somewhere like Sweden and get euthanasia. I don't know if they still do it. But I'm enjoying my life. At 36, when I look back on my life, it's been quite an adventure. Um, it's amazing how much has changed over the last few years. The technology has grown. I mean, we never thought we would have iPads, wireless communication, um, you know, phones that were having a camera, having a touchscreen, having the internet, having the computer. Life has just changed. So when I look back on life today, I would just say I'm happy. I'm happy with whatever has happened, and I'm pretty comfortable, and I have no regrets. So even if this was the last video that I put up, I would just say to everyone that you need to live your life. You have just one life. Just live it, doing what you're supposed to do, paying the price of what you're supposed to pay, but live it in the way that you want to live it. Live your dreams without hurting or harming anyone, because end of the day, it's just one life. So to be honest with you, I'm very happy with my life, and I've loved every minute of it. And I'll continue living my life this way as long as I do. And when it's time to say goodbye, I would like to know that I've lived the way I wanted it. And yeah, it would be nice to say goodbye, but if in case I do not get to say goodbye, I would just say, watch the movie The Bucket List, and know that you have just few years to live, and just make the most of it, because you do not know when your time is going to go, when it's time to say goodbye. So thank you very much for being my friend. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for those of you who criticized me, who put me down. I mean, all of you have been part of my life some way or another. So it's been crazy. So I'm happy, and happy 36th birthday to myself. Tomorrow, my plan is to keep running and jogging. I do not know how long will I continue doing it, but welcome my 36th birthday, hopefully running 36 kilometers. Let's see what happens tomorrow. And until the next year, thank you very much for watching Loy Machedo from loymachedo.com and Loy Machedo TV. Goodbye.